Most people get budgeting completely wrong. They think it is about restriction, cutting coffee, or tracking every single penny manually. But here's the truth no one tells you. Budgeting is not about limitation. It is about control. And if you are not using the right tools, you are making money management 10 times harder than it needs to be. What if I told you that some people are saving hundreds every month just because they downloaded the right app? No spreadsheets. No confusion. No stress. Just simple automation that shows them exactly where their money is going. In this video, you are going to discover 10 essential budgeting apps that can completely change how you manage money. Whether you are a student, a working professional, or someone trying to get out of debt, these apps can help you take control starting today. And stay with me, because in a minute I'll show you which app is best depending on your exact financial situation. Choosing the wrong one can actually make budgeting harder, not easier. Now let's get into it. Before we jump into the apps, you need to understand one thing. Not all budgeting apps do the same job. Some track spending. Some plan budgets. Some focus on saving. And some are built for full financial control, including investments and debt payoff. So we are going to break this down in a way that makes it simple, practical, and easy to follow, even if you have never used a budgeting app before. Let's start with the first category, all-in-one money management apps. One of the most popular apps in this space is Mint. Mint connects to your bank accounts, credit cards, and even loans. It automatically tracks your spending and categorizes everything. So if Alex spends money on food, transport, or shopping, Mint sorts it without him doing anything manually. But here's where it gets interesting. Mint also shows patterns you usually miss. Like how small daily expenses slowly become a major monthly cost. That's the moment most people realize why their money disappears. Now here's the problem with apps like Mint. They give you a lot of data, but not always enough control. That means you still need discipline to act on what you see. So let's move to something more structured. The next app is YNAB, short for You Need a Budget. This one is very different. Instead of just tracking money, it forces you to give every dollar a job. That means your money is assigned before you spend it. For example, Jake earns $3,000 a month. In YNAB, he will assign money to rent, food, savings, and entertainment before he spends anything. So there is no guessing later. This is where most people fail with budgeting. They track after spending instead of planning before spending. YNAB flips that completely. But here's the catch. YNAB has a learning curve. It is powerful, but not instant. If you are looking for something simple, you might feel overwhelmed at first. Now let's switch to something simpler and more visual. Pocket Guard is another budgeting app designed for people who just want to know one thing. How much can I safely spend right now? It connects to your accounts and shows you your safe-to-spend amount. So if John has bills and savings already accounted for, Pocket Guard tells him exactly how much he can use without worrying. This removes mental math completely. And that's why beginners love it. But here's where it gets interesting. While Pocket Guard is simple, it doesn't offer deep financial planning. So if you want long-term wealth building, you might need more advanced tools later. Now let's talk about something many people overlook. GoodBudget is based on the old envelope system. But it is digital. You divide your money into envelopes like rent, groceries, travel, and savings. So if Emma puts $500 in her food envelope, once it is used, she stops spending in that category. This method is extremely powerful for people who overspend emotionally, because it physically limits your categories. Now let's pause for a second. Because this is important. Most budgeting failures are not math problems. They are behavior problems. Apps like GoodBudget solve behavior first. But here's the problem. Manual entry is required. So if you forget to update your envelopes, the system breaks. Now let's move to something more automated again. EveryDollar is a budgeting app built around zero-based budgeting. That means your income minus expenses equals zero. Every dollar is assigned a purpose. It is simple, clean, and beginner-friendly. People like it because it does not overwhelm you with data. But here's where it shines. It works very well for people trying to get out of debt. Because it forces intentional spending. Now let's talk about something more modern. Monarch Money is becoming very popular for people who want full financial tracking in one place. It includes budgeting, net worth tracking, investments, and subscriptions. So if someone like Sarah wants to see her entire financial life in one dashboard, Monarch makes it possible. And here's the interesting part. It also gives shared budgeting features. So couples or families can manage money together without confusion. Now let's switch to a very underrated app. Fudget is one of the simplest budgeting apps ever created. No bank connections. No complicated setup. Just income and expenses listed manually. That's it. It is perfect for people who want full control without automation. Sometimes simplicity is actually more effective. But here's the trade-off. You lose automatic tracking, so consistency is required. Now let's talk about an app focused on saving behavior. Opportune is designed to help people save money automatically. It analyzes spending habits and moves small amounts into savings without you noticing. So if Jake usually has extra cash at the end of the week, Opportune moves it into savings automatically. This is powerful because most people fail at saving due to lack of discipline, not lack of money. Now here's something important. Automation can be your biggest advantage or your biggest risk, depending on how you set it up. Next is Spendee. This app is known for its clean visuals and shared wallet features. It is especially useful for group expenses. So if friends go on a trip, everyone can track who paid what in real time. This removes confusion and awkward money conversations. But here's the problem. Spendee is great for tracking shared spending, but not ideal for deep budgeting strategies. Now let's talk about the final app. Personal Capital, now known as Empower, is more focused on wealth building. It combines budgeting with investment tracking. So instead of just seeing expenses, you also see your net worth growing over time. If someone like David wants to move from budgeting to investing, this is the natural next step. Now let's bring everything together. If you are a beginner, the easiest apps to start with are Pocket Guard or Fudget. If you want structure, YNAB or EveryDollar is better. If you want automation, Mint or Opportune will help you. And if you want full financial control including investments, Monarch or Empower are powerful choices. But here's the real secret. The best budgeting app is not the most advanced one. It is the one you actually use every day. Consistency matters more than features. If you stop using it after 1 week, even the best app becomes useless. So start simple. Build the habit first. Then upgrade your tools later. To summarize everything, budgeting apps help you track spending, control behavior, automate savings, and build long-term financial awareness. They turn confusion into clarity. You don't need all 10 apps. You just need one that fits your lifestyle and helps you stay consistent. Now here's my challenge for you. Pick one app from this list and try it for just 7 days. Not a month. Not forever. Just 7 days. Because once you see where your money is actually going, you will never look at spending the same way again. If you found this helpful, like the video, drop a comment with the app you want to try, and subscribe for more simple breakdowns that make money management easier.